Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this week's video about the Skyline XL cargo carrier from SportRack. Before we start talking about any of our thoughts about anything, let me actually flip you back to past me actually unloading this cargo carrier with all of our luggage in it back in Florida, so you can see just how much this thing can hold, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about it, our thoughts, all that. Stay tuned. All right guys, we just got down to Florida, so what that means is we've made it, 8.5 hours to our location here in Florida. So I'm gonna show you guys just real quick. I'm gonna unpack everything, just show you just how much this thing can actually hold, and then we'll talk about some details later. All right, guys. So this is everything we got. We got mommy's bag, oldest child's bag, diapers, wipes, youngest child's bag, and my bag. And all of that fit inside with no issues whatsoever. I was able to close it, no problem. Everything fits great. So that's what I was able to fit inside of that bag. So that should give you an idea of what you can expect out of yours. Today we're going to be talking about really just my final thoughts on the Skyline XL cargo carrier by SportRack. Just got back from our trip from Florida on this past Sunday. Today is it's Thursday, so I've had a few days to kind of sit back, think, talk to the wife, and just kind of get our thoughts together on what we thought of this thing. And well, we like it. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. Didn't have any issues out of it. We even went through some rain, went through some condensation, just kind of going from Alabama to Florida, hitting that humidity and just having that condensation build up. So my wife and I, we really like this thing. It was able to hold, let's see, we had 5 different size bags fit inside this rooftop carrier. Cargo carrier with no issue. My wife had her large bag. We had one bag dedicated for each of the kids, which are 2 of those. One that just had like diapers, wipes, sunscreen, all the sort of stuff you need for your kids at the beach. We had that in there, as well as my bag. All of it fit in there just fine. Little shuffling to get it all in there. I did kind of, set it on the floor, dry fit everything, make sure everything worked well that way, and then put it up on the car and then reloaded it. Did have some concern once we got everything loaded in. The front left corner, I guess if you're standing in front of the vehicle, so the front right corner, which would be the left corner on the actual cargo carrier itself, it was slightly open a little bit. So even when you sealed everything down, put your 2 latches and locked your 2 locks on it, the front of it there was just a small little gap that was on it. Turned out to be a non-issue. Once we started driving down the road, the force of the wind just kind of pushed it closed, and it was good to go. Other than that, we didn't have any issues whatsoever. No leaking, nothing. The only other sort of thing we did notice was once we went to leave, which was Saturday morning, when we packed everything up, it was only 8 o'clock when we started packing luggage up and everything. By that time already, the heat had basically started to warm the plastic up, which made, when you open it up, those 2 little latches on the side, or the springs that actually open it, were a little bit loose where the plastic connected. So once you open it up, it would kind of the plastic itself would lean out, so it would kind of cause that side to go down a little bit. That's the only issue we had. But of course, heat and plastic, it's going to warp anyway, so we knew that going into it. I can't compare it to some of the other high-end ones because I've never had any of those and I don't use any of those. So, but we had no issue with it. Other than that, it didn't affect the usability, the sealability of it. Everything still held just fine, kept it out of water. In fact, the day we went to leave, poured down rain, and we went from where our location was, we went up about an hour to Panama City Beach, and hung out there for the day. before actually hitting the road that night. And all day Saturday, literally from 12 something in the afternoon till we went to go leave. We were been driving a little bit in the rain, so we left around 8:30, 9 o'clock that night, driving in the rain. No issue when we got home, opened the thing up Sunday morning. Everything's perfectly dry, not a lick of water got in it whatsoever. So if you're worried about if water's gonna get in, as long as you do everything right, no issue whatsoever. Shouldn't be a concern. So, yeah, again, we really liked it. Okay, so the question I'm sure you all wanna know is, if we had to do it again, would we buy it again? The answer to that question is, yeah, we would. We sure would. We'd absolutely buy it. No hesitation. I'm sure we could go out and we could buy more expensive ones, but it's gonna do the exact same thing. And for how little we're actually gonna travel and use it, maybe once a year, I can't justify going out and spending $1,000 for something, you know, that's just gonna hold my luggage in it for a couple hours while I travel down the road, and then unload it and then just sit and look cool on top of my car. Like, oh hey, you can tell that guy travels, right? No, like, that's just not worth it to me. But this, at the price we paid for it, 100% worth it. Yeah, and we love it. We're gonna continue to use it, continue to test it. We'd like to actually take it on maybe some camping trips, some longer camping trips that we do. That way we don't have to just shove the back of the car full of gear. So yeah, once we do that, that'd be fun too. So we'll check in with you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, even hit that little bell for notifications to see when we post. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.